Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're going to talk about Wuthering Waves. Let me show you my thoughts, what I think about it. Is it a good game? Is it worth getting into if you haven't got into it yet? To give you a bit of an overview, Wuthering Waves officially released on May 22, 2024 for Android, iOS, and on PC. I am personally playing on PC on the Southeast Asian region. The game is pretty much similar to Genshin. It's open world, it's a gacha game. There's some puzzles. There's a lot of difference in the combat, and I'm going to get into that a little bit in detail because I think combat is where this game really shines. Okay, so first impressions. I played the game when it came out. It ran fairly okay. I did have some issues with stuttering, and it would stutter a lot every single time I'd log in. It still stutters right now. I'm not sure if it's an issue with optimization or if my PC is not strong enough. I'm running an RTX 2070 Ryzen 5600 CPUs, 32 gigs RAM, by the way, if that matters. It's not lag per se, but it's just the initial thing. When you log in, it's like the first, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute, it's kind of choppy. I think it's loading its assets. I'm not sure if that's the reason. That's the technical issue that I've been experiencing. Some people have been reporting they've been having technical issues as well. I've heard and seen some articles regarding some players complaining that it's overheating their phones. I don't know, but they've released a lot of hot fixes, and I think they're working on fixing it, and that bodes well for the game. At least the developers are really quick into trying to fix these issues, which I think they should if they want to stand a chance against Genshin. Initial, just an overview of what I think about the game. Combat mechanics, again, is where I think this game shines. The combat is actually really good. There's so many different buttons you have to memorize, and each character kind of plays a little bit differently because of the way how they have like unique combat passives, and I think that's very good. It adds a lot of flavor to the combat, and the boss fights are actually really entertaining. It's not as easy as, you know, fighting the Cryo Regis Vein. At this point, when I play Genshin, I just stomp on all the bosses. So I don't know, I kind of like this one. I kind of like that mechanic. Also, the way that you would get the souls, the shadows of monsters, because they serve as sort of your artifacts. I dig that, because you have to fight monsters in order to like farm them, which I kind of like. So no going into domains, although there are domain-like places for boss materials, of course, and as well as XP materials and weapon XP materials. It's pretty good so far. Combat, I think, not exactly, I would say, better than Genshin, right? Genshin is a little bit more into elemental combinations, and it's a little bit simpler in that regard. Wuthering Waves has a bit of a more technical aspect to it. It has a parry system as well, and perfect dodges, as well as switching actually allows your character to do an attack. So there are perfect switches as well. You can also air dodge, which Genshin can't do, and some characters you can cast their ultimate while they're in the air, which is also very good. The English voice acting is a very hit and miss for me. Genshin only has a few notable characters that are kind of, you know, icky on English, but in Wuthering Waves, the English is kind of on the bad side. There's a few characters that are okay, but you could always switch to Japanese, and I think the Japanese is always on point, so there's that. The other thing that I would like to mention as well is I hate when a game like info dumps you, and Wuthering Waves has so many complex names and, you know, story lore related stuff that they kind of lore dump onto you, which I think Genshin does a hell of a lot better job. I'm gonna shit on Yang Yang for this. Yang Yang is cute and all, and she's got big boobs, but between her and Paimon, I don't know. I don't know who to pick. They're both annoying. So I tend to skip conversation on Wuthering Waves. I don't tend to skip conversation in Genshin. So that kind of is probably a good indicator on who's writing the better stories here. So yeah, I hope it gets better. I want it to be better, you know, because, you know, competition is good, so that if Wuthering Waves does good, then Genshin's going to try their best to do good, because, you know, they don't want to lose their player base. For exploration and world design, I would have to give it to Genshin at this point. Maybe it's because of the color palette. I think Wuthering Waves has a bit of a more gray color than Genshin, which is a little bit of a more bright poppy type of color, and I think that helps with exploration and the puzzle solving. Wuthering Waves does have a lot of similar puzzles. You know, there's like the Sealy type butterflies. There's also things that you hit to unlock chests and stuff. So generally, the puzzles, they're kind of the same. It's just the way they're presented that's a little bit different. Wuthering Waves gives me a more Tower of Fantasy feel in terms of its artwork than Genshin, which is really, Genshin really leans into that anime look. And I think Genshin wins for that in terms of exploration and world design. For monetization and gacha elements, it's pretty much the same. Genshin is on the 90 hard pity. Wuthering Waves is on the 80 hard pity. They've been very, very generous. They actually gave us one free 5-star. If you wish on the beginner discount banner, you actually get another 5-star fairly quickly. So I think most people who are playing right now probably have 2 or 3 5-star characters, and I think that's very good. So far, currently, I am interested, and I'll probably buy the battle pass as well as the Welkin bonus that's similar to Genshin. I'll probably keep doing that until I get bored of this game. So to summarize the entire thing, Wuthering Waves, combat good, story not very good, English voice acting kinda bad, Japanese is good. The world a little bit on the gray side. It's not as colorful as Genshin, but that's more of a taste thing. It's just my personal taste. You could like it. What do you guys think? Are you currently playing the game right now? Are you enjoying this? Is this worth quitting Genshin Impact for? Are you quitting? I'm not quitting. You know, I'm playing both games, and I'll probably play Zenless Zone Zero as well. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe. I'll probably start making some guides on some of the characters in Wuthering Waves as well. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe. You know the deal. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay safe out there. Bye.